Welcome, welcome. Get this all set up here. Give people a few seconds to pile in here, and then we'll get started. Welcome to Sapphire Ridge News. Today is going to be our Christmas stream. Merry Christmas, everyone. Start by talking about what I'm thankful for from this year. I had surgery in October. I did do some update streams on my channel here about the surgery and everything. It was a complete success. Before the surgery, I could not use my left hand very good. I could grab stuff, but then if I moved my arm a certain way, my hand would open up and whatever was in my hand would fall on the floor. I could not lift my left arm very good. Both hands had real bad tremors. Within an hour after surgery, those things were all gone. The unfortunate thing is I had an allergic reaction to Flexeril and OxyContin, which almost ended my life. I had stroke-like symptoms, was taken to the local hospital here in Miles City, where I was treated and successfully the doctor saved my life, and I'm grateful to Dr. Toon. Spelled T-U-N. He did a wonderful job. So that's what we are grateful for this year. We're also grateful that Donald Trump got elected president and that Kamala obviously lost, because it was a choice between Donald Trump and communism. Kamala is a devout Marxist, which means she's a communist. We will be doing a stream on Thursday about possible changes within the Democratic Party. There are numerous reports that are saying that the Democratic Party is finished, and that whether another party forms and replaces it is not yet known. But that's a stream for another day. It's really a good time to be an American. We have a president that cares now, coming in, that cares about America. He cares about the military. He cares about our citizens. You know, it's not been widely reported, but a week after Donald Trump was elected, he called the leader of Hamas and told them, you have until January the 20th to release all the hostages. That shows that he cares about our citizens, that he would call them and say, hey, you have until January 20th to release everyone. Am I right? So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This is going to be a great year next year. I have high hopes and great expectations for good things to happen. And we will document them on this channel. This is not a channel that just shows good things, but we cover good and bad because that's life. Life has ups and downs. You know, life isn't all a box of roses or a bouquet of roses, however you want to put it. It's you have ups and you have downs. And so being a good content creator, you want to cover all aspects of everything, the good and the bad, and not just the good and cut out the bad. And so we need to move forward and get that done. I currently have 218 subscribers, and I want the channel to grow. And so I get monetized at 500 subscribers. So let's see if we can make that happen in the next month or so. I appreciate every one of my subscribers. I love each and every one of you. And let's make this channel grow. There's a lot of things that we're going to get to cover next year. Court cases, legal or political points of view, and all like that. And plus, we also do current events. So we will make sure that we cover things and that we just don't state opinion. We state the facts and then what our opinion is about the facts. So while we wait for a few people to pile in, I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So let's give people time to chime in. Just Just doodling around here with things. While we're waiting for people to join in. So what can we do for a topic of discussion for today while we're waiting for people to join in? Let's do that. So there's been numerous reports on the news today that the Democratic Party is in the process of imploding. And what I mean by that is there's a Democratic congresswoman from California. I believe she's a state congresswoman. But she said this morning that we're witnessing the end of the Democratic Party, that the party is failing to realize that they not only lost the current election, but why they lost it, and that they have changes that need to be made. They're resisting making changes. And she said, if they don't make changes, that will be the end of the party and it will be replaced by another party, which I don't know if I believe that or not. It could happen. But the issue is that the Democratic Party, from when I was a kid, no longer exists. Has been replaced by these far left Looney Tunes, that's what I call them, that don't seem to be in line with American values. You know, like they support surgery, trans surgery for children. Now, my view on that whole situation is what adults do is one thing, but we should not be forcing this on children. And by children, I mean kids 10, 12, 13 years old. They should not be, put in a situation where they're basically brainwashed into thinking that they can change their sex and that that's going to solve all their life's problems. It's not going to. If they want to do that after they become an adult, whether they make it 18 or 21, that's one thing. But they should not be pressuring this on little kids. And you have the Democratic Party that's saying that, yes, we should. Well, that makes no sense. We don't let kids, you know, buy alcohol. We don't let them vote. We don't let them go in the military until they're 18. But yet you're going to let them decide that they want to have this life altering surgery before they're 18. That just makes no sense to me. And I think that we should get out of that practice. If they want to do it after they're an adult, then that's their choice. But not when they're children. And this whole DEI nonsense. You know, you should be hiring people because they're the best person for the job, not because they fulfill a certain quota, whether it's race, sex, whatever. That should play no part in your hiring process. You should hire them because they have the ability to do the job, period. And the whole thing about men and women's sports, there should be no men and women's sports. This is just craziness. You know, that the Democratic Party thinks that it's okay for a man to compete against a woman, for a man to change in a woman's locker room is just craziness. And this is why people are saying that it's the end of the Democratic Party, because they're making these way outlandish decisions and trying to say, no, no, this is what we should be doing, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's not what we should be doing. You know, and I have said for a long time that there should be a new category of sports, that the category should be men on men, women on women, and then transgenders should have their own league, their own category. I've said that for a long time because it's not fair to take a man that says, oh, I'm a woman now, and put him up against biological women and have these women that have worked hard their whole lives to get where they're at, to just be blown out of the water by this man just because he says, I'm a woman now. That's not fair. That is not fair at all. And so we should refrain from doing these stupid things. But we will see what happens in the next year. All right. That's what I got for y'all today. I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And, you know, we will see you on Thursday after Christmas. Take care, guys. Bye now.